Tell me if you can relate to this in any way. You recently just started going to the gym, right? You're making some good progress, your newbie gains are hitting harder than crack, but then all of a sudden it just slows down, kind of plateaus. You're not making as much progress as you used to. Your PRs haven't really gone up in months. People aren't even able to tell you work out now. You just look like a normal dude and your friends are making so much more progress than you. It's very disheartening, isn't it? So that's why today I will explain to you why this is happening, what mistakes you are making, and how you can avoid this happening in future and become jacked. But before I continue, let me give you some background knowledge as to when I myself was in this position. That's right, even someone as jacked as yours truly had humble beginnings. I had my growth spurt very early and hit 6 feet tall around 13, 14. So when you combine this with my lack of appetite and my very fast metabolism, you get one lanky bastard. And that was pointed out repeatedly by everyone, even strangers. I vividly remember insults like Slenderman being used frequently. But this lit a fire inside my younger self, and I was determined to prove everyone wrong. So what did I do? I get a gym membership and I start loving it. I'm going 4 times a week. I begin tracking my calories, and then a year later, finally why did my physique look like this? Where's the six-pack? I don't look like Batman. What's going on here? Where did it all go wrong? You see, ladies and gentlemen, young Conor made 4 grave mistakes, and I'm going to explain to you today what those mistakes are and how you can avoid them so you can optimize your physique and become as jacked as possible. Firstly, you need to train hard enough. Yeah, that's right. You probably train like a I want you during your sets to be screaming louder than your mom does when I pay her a visit at nighttime. You need to be in the moment, in the zone, pushing hard. Now this may have pissed some of you guys off and you're ready to go down there and write comments saying, oh, this Conor guy isn't even that built, you know, and he looks like Chet Holmgren. And fine, go ahead, I'll take the algorithmic boost, but it's the truth. You see, the more you put in, the more you get out. That's how life works. So if you spend half your workout scrolling through Instagram looking at Pokemon's toes, then don't expect to be jacked. So how hard do you have to train? For hypertrophy and building muscle, you don't have to train to exact failure, but I still want you to do it once, so you have a base and you know what training to failure looks like, so then in future you can know if you're pushing yourself hard enough and whether you need to give more reps. As for what I personally do, I like to go to failure on my last set of each exercise, so I'll do 2 sets before, still high intensity, probably around 2 to 3 reps before failure, and then on my last set I would go to direct failure. And if I struggle to reach this, I can also implement drop sets to get more volume in. Avoid using your phone between sets as well. I know it can be hard, but it will sap your willpower, which will take away your energy and your motivation, ruin your flow state, increase brain fog, which will ultimately lead to a less hard and productive workout. Instead, if you have gym bros, you can go over and talk to them, and if you don't, I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. You could just stare at your hands or something, I don't know. But avoid mindlessly scrolling on Instagram. No, that's for 2 a.m. when you complain about how you can't sleep. On that note, the next mistake is lack of sleep. Sleep is what allows our bodies to recover and is integral for your overall health and mood. If you're staying up to 3 a.m. watching Jubilee and cut videos, you won't feel as good as the guy who gets to bed early at 11 o'clock and gets in his 8 to 10 hours. But if only there was a way to optimize your sleep. Oh wait, there is, and it's called the 10-3-2-1 rule. Now I know what you're thinking, Conor, what the fuck is this? This is supposed to be a self-improvement video, not a maths class. And yes, I know, don't worry kid, Daddy will explain. The rule states that 10 hours before bed you should stop your caffeine intake. It also states that 3 hours before bed you should stop eating, 2 hours before bed you should stop working, and 1 hour before bed you should limit your screen time to 0. This is scientifically proven to aid your sleep and to get you more tired at nighttime, so you're ready to fall asleep straight away and improve your overall sleep quality. Now of course this rule is great, but it is not a permanent fix. If you were up last night till 4 a.m. watching 5 Nights at Freddy's videos, then you're not going to be able to fall asleep at 10 p.m. tomorrow. That's just not how it works, even with this rule. So what you're going to have to do is go to bed late again like you normally would, but still wake up early. Yes, I know this contradicts my whole point, and you'll have one day of terrible sleep and you'll feel lethargic, sluggish, you won't be as productive, but you're compromising one bad day for long-term sleep success. So it's up to you. Better sleep will make you more energized, can improve testosterone, helps you recover more, improves overall mental health. It's basically a free steroid without having smaller balls and health problems. So I don't know why you wouldn't choose to have it. The next mistake you need to avoid is a trash diet. I think this is something we're all prone to nowadays thanks to how fucked food is today. You walk into your local supermarket and what do you see? Cancerous foods made in factories with chemicals that's wrapped in plastic. It's estrogen central. It's all disgusting, and that's why your actionable step
is to move into the wilderness and never show your face in society again and only eat something you want.
Or alternatively, you could just avoid overly processed foods. Try to consume a well-balanced diet and don't fear fat. Don't listen to the propaganda that's going around from doctors that look like they could potentially be sumo wrestlers. There's nothing wrong with fat if it's coming from the right sources, like your red meats, your eggs, your nuts. In fact, fat is actually very important in optimizing your hormones, especially testosterone. Also, consume enough protein. The recommended amount is 1.2 to 1.7 grams per kilogram of body weight if you want to build muscle. However, if you're clicking on this video titled why you aren't getting gains, I think it's safe to assume you're going to need a lot of muscle quick. So I'd suggest you aim towards the upper echelon of this bracket, around 1.5 to 1.7 grams of protein, and aim for even more if necessary. Transition your carbs from sugary sweets to complex carbs like pasta and rice, as this will supply you with the energy you need to get through your days and your workout. A good diet will build you more muscle, fuel your body for your workouts, erase brain fog, and just have you overall mentally and physically sharper. So why wouldn't you have an optimal diet? The final thing holding back your gym progress is your addictions. Now, luckily for you, we have an absolute banger of a video on this channel, my most recent one just before this, on how to cure your internet, your video game, and your corn addictions. Let's just assume you haven't seen it. Don't worry, I've got you. I will generalize it briefly. You Dwayning your Johnson is killing your gains. The same applies when you're supposed to go on TikTok for 5 minutes to just check one message your friend sent you and you end up spending 2 hours. Or when you're going to hop on for one game of FIFA and now it's 3 a.m. and you're still playing pro clubs with your boys. You are sapping your willpower, which will make your brain less mentally prepared and less driven to actually work out harder. It's similar to what we touched on earlier when I was talking about avoiding using your phone during your rest time, and the overstimulation of dopamine drains you mentally, which in turn will drain you physically. I mean, think about it, bro. When you fap, you are literally giving away your life force to what? Some girl doesn't even know you exist? That thing there, that could have been a kid. He could have been a Nobel Prize winner. He could have been a millionaire. He could have been a footballer, a boxer. But no, instead he's just ended up on your bed sheets while Pokemon sits there staring at you in disappointment. Once you put all this into perspective, it's very pathetic and it's definitely not worth your time. Instead, you should swap it out for things that are more productive and challenging and push you further towards your goals and are more delayed gratification instead of instant gratification. Examples being obviously the premise of this video, the gym. You could also do more mindful activities like meditation, find your purpose and work more on your business if you have one, or just work more on improving yourself as an overall person. That could be going out and socializing more, maybe cold approaches, whatever it may be. Because I honestly believe a more productive day towards something that you desire and want to achieve is the key to curing all your addictions and to curing all mental health problems in life. If you follow everything I've said in this video, then you can easily transform from this to this a lot quicker than I did, as you will avoid the key mistakes that I was making this time last year. My goal with this channel is to provide the information my younger self needed to grow and to help people the most, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So if you enjoyed, it would mean the world to me if you could go down there, leave a like, and drop a comment on what you found interesting to give it an algorithmic boost so it can help the people it needs to help. Or maybe just mention it in conversation next time. Be like, oh, if you're struggling in the gym, Conor Smith has made this amazing video that you should definitely check out. Also, now is the best time to say I just launched a new Discord server. It's for young men on self-improvement just like you and me to grow together as one. It will be a tight-knit group with like-minded individuals that will motivate each other to be better. There will be specific sections for all parts of self-improvement, ranging from no fap, the gym, etc., where you'll be able to give other people advice or receive your own advice on these topics from your own or other people's personal experiences. You'll get to see previews of my videos and future content before it comes out. You will also get your own say on my content, such as what topics we discuss on this channel, what you do and don't like about the style of video we have currently, whether you want it to be longer, shorter, maybe the editing style, the titles, the thumbnails, everything. I am very excited about this and I hope you share the same excitement as I do, and if you do, I would love you to join, as I plan on being very active on this, and I would love to get to know all of you much better so we can become closer and become a strong, powerful group. That's all I've got for now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, or at least able to gain some value from it. The best time to start is now. I'll see you all later. Come on,